What did you guys think about Clannad?
Oh
God.
wait,
I
Dango,
have
I was holding. I think
dango,
watching
dango,
that, I think I was holding on like really good. I think okay, this is fine. But I don't know why. I think it's very personal. The moment they try to tell the story about the dad, it's hit me on a very like weird and personal level.
Oh no.
Clannad will forever have us.
And also the moments with the kid.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
Yeah,
Clannad.
what Clannad has over so many other stories is after story. The fact
After
that you get to
stories,
see
oh,
what
God,
happens
oh.
after. You get to
I
see
haven't
them
seen it for a
like,
long time, but
like go like live their lives together and the challenges that come with that, and you're just like, thank you.
Oh no, Ushio.
That's the thing. Clannad didn't do anything to me. It was like, oh, this is a cute little fluffy harem story. And then After Story came out and it hit so hard. Like, the first thing that really hit me was just fucking Tomoya working his first full-time job, coming home and trying to be nice and just like falling asleep. And it was like so real. It's like, oh God.
Oh no.
Or the fact that he like works so hard and tries to hide his injury.
It's so sweet.
It feels
It's so
too
real.
real.
It's so human. Yeah. They don't mess around with like trying to make, well, they do get into the overly dramatic stuff later. Most of it, like that point is just like, oh yeah, no, this is what actual like being an adult is. It's painful. Oh, I loved After Story so much. And the music throughout that series the whole way through is good. The ending songs are so good. Chisana Te no Hira. Oh God.
Whoosh.
Did you guys ever watch Plastic Memories?
Yeah. I don't. Why don't I watch the tearjerker?
I just immediately broke Ike. This was just like a one-season thing. It was about a robot android who would go around and...
Oh, I know.
Was their thing literally just shutting down robots at the end of their span? Was that what
Yeah,
it was?
yeah.
oh, that
Yeah.
sounds sad. No.
Yeah.
To summarize shortly about what it is, it's about this. Okay, so it's in the future, and humanity has been able to, or just one company has been able to synthesize souls that they put in androids called Giftias, who are almost like entirely human in like appearance and mannerisms, and they're just like people, but they have an expiration date after like 10 years or so.
Oh no.
So when they start to expire, like they need to be retrieved. Because if they go past the expiration date, they can go like berserk and like lead to like a lot of terrible things.
Yeah.
So there's
Wait,
this.
I think I watched it.
Yeah, so you get to spend time with a retrieval service, and their mission is to, as humanely as possible, retrieve these androids from their families and have them say this. But because they have been with them usually for over 10 years, would you just let somebody who's still, in your eyes, functioning and acting like a normal person, just let them go and never see them again?
Exactly.
So it becomes the whole deal of like trying to convince them like, we need to do this.
It's time to let go, yeah.
Yeah, it's even just the first episode, it breaks people. I've seen it happen.
So powerful.
And then they just like continue going with it. And it's such interesting world building, and there's so many character dynamics that it's just a merry gang of people that you want to root for. You want to give them all a hug. It's just,
Yeah, you end up liking
think
all
I
of the
need to
people who work
rewatch.
there. And it's also like one of the main story points that I quite liked is that apparently like there's a bunch of other retrieval services. It's just they're pretty much the only humane one. Every other retrieval service just goes in, takes the robot, doesn't care, just rips them out of their owner's hands. Ugh.
yeah, because that's the standard. The one that you get to follow in the show is the only one that does it by taking the people's or the customers' feelings into account.
Yeah, treating the giftier like actual people rather than just like
Oh my God,
merchandise to be
people are
brought
just
back.
like, Fu-chan, you don't have an expiry date, right?
We'll find out, chat. We'll find out.
No.
Yeah.
What? No, I lived for 200. I can live for another 200.
Okay, good.
Probably.
Zaya's doing good, don't worry. Zaya's got another 200. Zaya, you'll be able to see me in the future in about 300 years. Let's go.
Oh, can't wait.
I'll
you
probably
guys-
already be dust.
It's fine.
I'll go to your grave. We will both go to your graves.
Yeah, we'll find you guys' graves, leave you some flowers.
Please read like the funny Twitter threads if I were like gone first.
I thought you were just going to be like, please delete my hard drive and clear my internet search history.
Oh my god.
Do not let them
like-
find it.
It's like read your Twitter to your grandchildren or something.
Oh god.
Actually, like since like like it's the novelist brain itching, and since you're an archivist, Fulgur, I think you'll appreciate this. One thing that I see a lot with the very creative part of our fan base that do a lot of writing and whatnot is like a bunch of what if scenarios. Since like Noctics are from the future and Luxium is from the past, it like they sort of incorporate time shenanigans
Yeah.
into those stories with members of Nijisanji that have very long lifespans or are immortal, and it leads to some really heartbreaking things. One thing that broke my heart was
Is this the Vox one?
no, yeah, that one too. That one is pretty bad. Like that one hurted. But there was also one with somebody just like wrote that I got swept back to like my own time, which at this point would terrify me. But they wrote that I found like this one graveyard, and there was one grave with a bunch of forget-me-nots.
I know this one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I found a very familiar spirit there, and there was this one line that just broke my heart because it was just, so, about those friends we have in the future,
Oh.
can you tell me about them again? And I'm like,
I
oh,
want to read it. I want to read it.
Ike going back to the past and meeting Reimu before Reimu's met Ike. That's so devastating. I hate the time travel shenanigans. The one that I saw that broke me was fucking Vox, like surviving another 300 years. Just him wandering the earth when it's like all desolate in my timeline, remembering Luxium, and then just wandering along and finding me, and him just being like, brother, and me being like, come in. Do you read me? Like getting ready to fight him. Like, what the fuck are you? And him just smiling and getting ready to fight. Like, yes, finally there's someone I remember at least. And it was like, oh, that's so sad.
Doesn't matter if it's in combat, just as long as he remembers something. I'm gonna cry over here.
So
What the hell?
good. Oh man.
It's so weird because like I just this is gonna sound weird. I like feeling like crap after I
Same.
finish a story.
Same.
I mean, I know that you just watched Modders yesterday.
Okay, but not that. Okay, not always that kind of crap. That kind of crap is nice too. But one of those things where you're just like, I have heard it referred to as the Clanad void
Yes.
because of how everybody felt after finishing Clanad.
I
It's
feel
just
that. Like you just want something to make you feel something. To make you cry is good enough.
That is
Please.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know. My friend recommended Makia to me, so I watched it, and he's like, "Oh, it'll make you cry. It's super emotional." And I was like, "Bah, you know, I'm a big boy. This is nothing." And then by the time I got to like, I don't know, halfway through it, I was like, "Yeah," and it just kept getting worse. It kept like escalating even more. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, because it
It's
isn't even.
very powerful.
Yeah, it isn't even just the main character at a certain point. At a certain point, it's just like an entire cast of character who all have terrible things happening to them at every turn.
Yeah.
Oh man.